Oh yeah.
We are also now recording.
You've got a lot to do today. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what you've been working on. It's all, keep in mind the deadline is closing.
So, what happened last time?
Oh,
Completed, all
I wrote this down.
Oh yeah, I have to also do an intro. Um,
Oh right.
Welcome back to another episode of the chaos that is this campaign.
yes. I don't remember what we actually named this campaign.
It was just the first quote unquote arc that got named,
Uh,
which was just NAA.
nah. Okay.
This is what apparently the Google Doc I have for this for just recording the session of this campaign is 22 pages long.
That is long.
In mind the
I am of course joined by the three other people besides me who I record with. Kaitlyn, Artemis, and Sir Oof. Or Crow. He's changed his name several times.
Cut out the corners, twist the tears, and
Oh,
dot the
sticking with
i's.
Sir Oof.
Cut off the
Okay.
white out and keep it in good taste, just so that no one will ever know it's the
What are
face.
you singing?
Oh, epithet erase. The intro to a really good animated series on YouTube.
What is the series?
Epithet erase. If I remember correctly, it's based on a D&D campaign where basically people have superpowers called epithets, and it's just chaos.
Epithets
It's so
Erase.
dumb. One of the guys is literally, he's just a criminal, but he's a criminal with class. He's like, hey, I may be a criminal, but I'm a criminal on a budget.
Oh, I've looked this up before. I thought about watching it once.
I've
Oh,
heard the
it's
name
so good.
before.
They're possibly making a second season? Question mark. I hope. Also, I came up with a concept for a D&D character, and he's gonna be fantastic if I ever get to play him. He's gonna be definitely the most annoying one in the party.
These are the thoughts that go through my head every single day.
Is that a Caitlin? Is that a challenge?
Please
Um,
no.
yeah, it is. It's gonna be really hard to beat him. He literally doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to travel. Like, that's his only reason for doing anything.
Isn't that basically what Zell said he was leaving Nicodranas for?
Yeah, but Zell has more of a purpose than just wanting to see the world. He just wants to leave the one place. This guy wants to see the world, and he's the kind of person who rather than want to fight people is just gonna sit there and have tea with them. Like, you just murdered a bunch of people. Don't worry, we can have tea. It's fine. No sense of justice.
That character sounds awesome. I don't know if I can make a more annoying character than that.
Uh-huh. He's gonna be so annoying.
That's
Like the rest of the party is sitting there fighting him, pulling out a tea set in the background.
I may end up just bringing back Ace just to be with it, just because of that.
Well, Ace was annoying because of game mechanics, not how he acted.
Wait, what game mechanics made him annoying?
Hold on, I have to find what the name of it is, because there's a specific name of it. Well, I mean, it's two specific features, but they work together to be really annoying.
No, I don't want autoplay. Don't you dare automatically turn that on for me.
Hey, at least I'm not dying first. Yeah, no, you're gonna be alive for the entire time. Oh.
It was Rakish Audacity, where he could use sneak attack as long as he was within 5 feet of his
Oh
target.
yeah,
I'm gonna play a swashbuckler one day, and if you're the DM, you will see.
To me that just sounds awesome, and I can make it. I'm just gonna do random things just to make that seem funnier, or at least attempt to.
Anyway,
Recap.
so yeah, last time you had continued your trek through the Mornland, going to meet what NRAA called his siblings. You found a ruined Andarian camp, found a griffin that had been injured, and dropped a shipment of rice, threw said rice at an ogre-shaped being of fire, and went to sleep. Luna, in her dreams, met a being calling itself the Queen of Shadows, which offered her a magical pact and the title of Lady of the Corrupted Vengeance in the Court of Shadows. With this title came the responsibilities to ensure mortals are afraid of magic and secrets, and to keep magic and secrets of her own.
I have magic now. Yes.
Can I read a quote from this story that I wrote when I was little?
Oh, please
Yes.
do.
Really? What is it with dumb girls and interrupting my naps? Says the little kid who can transform into a cat. He's like, he literally, his only logic for becoming a superhero was because he wanted money. He was like, "You'll pay me, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Great. Perfect. Let's
You know,
go."
that makes perfect sense.
He's like 12.
Still, that makes it even more sense.
Yeah. He was also just kidnapped by the villains. So, actually, no. The villain didn't even want him. She just wanted to meet the 6-year-old girl who's the daughter of the two most powerful superheroes in the city. I haven't thought about the rest of the world. This story concept is really weird. Literally the only reason this story exists is because I got mad that there wasn't enough stories from the point of view of the villains.
Megamind.
Yeah, but there's not enough.
He's not really a villain by the end.
Yeah, but there's just not enough of them. I want one that's the point of view of the villains because the villains are the best.
Would
Yeah.
you call the main character of Overlord a villain? Have you guys seen Overlord?
No.
It good, watch it.
I've been told that about a lot of different things. I'm not done with one of them.
Yeah. Okay, so back on topic. It's morning, right?
Yes. It's morning in the morning land. The land that was devastated by the morning. That was stupid.
Okay. So, see. What does it
My
take?
grammar was awful.
Okay.
The amount of times I've left out letters and words is
So, are we going to continue the path with Nora or 11 or whatever
yes.
it's called?
Onwards we go.
Okay. So, pretty quickly after waking up under the weird cloud barrier in the sky, you end up heading on your way. Within a after walking only a couple of miles, you come across a goat corpse.
That can't be good.
Lovely.
Yeah, I agree. Goat corpse can't be good.
Just lovely.
Is there anything around?
It looks slightly burned, and its horns are bloody.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I guess we just continue walking, and if we see anything, we run or kill it.
Okay. Actually, what order are the three of you walking in? Presumably, the person who is making the path is in the lead, but
That would be NAA.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be behind them.
I'm gonna be not last. Ugh. I don't really care in what order. After that, I just not last.
Okay, so Sir Oof, where are you gonna be?
Last.
so the goat corpse, you just leave it and keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. Walking through this weird field of flowers that look like they're almost breathing. Another hour later, you find another corpse, this one of a lion.
What the heck is with all these corpses?
That's 3 now, right?
2?
2? Is it 2?
It was just the goat and the lion.
Okay. 2 times is a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern. That's just all Stella says.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is good.
I'm not saying that it's a good coincidence.
Okay, let's continue going then.
Uh, you come across this strange ravine at one point, which Nara does not slow down and just walks, seemingly floating over the top of it, and the rest of you do the same. And after another hour, the you feel this slight shaking as this echoing roar just breaks the bizarre silence of the moorland.
Luna will draw her short sword
Okay.
and just prepare for whatever comes.
Mm. I'm just gonna be ready to attack if something happens.
Uh, for the moment, however, nothing seems to happen.
For the moment, it'll be fine.
Okay, so I guess we just continue then.
Let's just keep going.
Hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Uh, After another little while, you of just passing through this patch of almost a normal area, if not for the slightly stunted growth of plants because of the limited sunlight. A creature uh, starts faltering faltering from its flight pattern. Its body is quite large and indistinct. It's quadrupedal, and it has a large, uh, leathery wings and 3 heads. As it continues to falter down from flight and land down uh, closer and closer to you, you are able to make out its figure more distinctly.
Hmm. What were those things? I've seen those things before. What were they called again?
got a bad feeling about this.
You and me both.
At the
What are
moment,
the chances we can just walk by it?
it is standing in the path that you had been going toward. Seemingly, it's not relaxed, it's tense, but it's not approaching you.
Do you think we can go by if we hold up our hands like we're not gonna hurt it?
No, I don't think that would work.
Yeah, didn't think so.
This strange, low, almost bleeding growl starts to emanate from its several heads.
Fun.
Luna's going to ask NAA, should we just try to go around this thing?
That would be typically wise, but I'm not sure if we're fast enough.
Should we just try to kill it then?
I mean, we can always try and fight it as necessary.
Go ahead.
Wait,
Says,
did I just accidentally volunteer myself? What have I done? This is a horrible plan.
he
Wait.
walks around behind the group of you.
Oh gosh. What have we volunteered ourselves for?
Let's see, let me just read my spells real quick. um, okay, here I got an idea. I cast
Okay.
Earth Trimmer on it.
Oh no.
What does that do?
I need to make a dex saving throw. On a failure, it takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
Okay, let me just get out my dice.
That's a terrifying sound.
It's just him dumbing out his 221 dice. Or not his, there. Yeah.
That's too many. I can't say much. I have like 100 something markers. I need to get inks to refill those.
So,
Some of them don't have any ink anymore.
so what did they make for their dexterity saving?
Right. I will roll this one. 11.
They got it exactly.
Oh man.
This is why Eldritch Knights needed to have a high intelligence.
So nothing happens.
What does
The earth just shakes a bit, I guess.
that cantrip with the really hard name that starts with a P that I'm not gonna try to say?
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation has a wide variety of effects. You can create a small, illusory object or trinket that can fit into your hand. You can create a symbol on a surface. You can light or snuff out a torch or candle or something. You can instantly clean or soil an object that's like less than 1 foot on a side.
Okay.
Oh, you can create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd odor.
Scared
Okay.
off with smell.
And I can like control where it comes from and stuff. Like if I make like a little illusionary thing.
You can. It has to be within 10 feet of you.
10 feet of me. Goodness, that's not fun. Okay. Then never mind, I don't have a plan.
Should we just rush it?
I don't know.
Sir Oof, what do you think?
Hmm.
Do we rush the Chimera?
I don't think we're quite ready to take on a chimera, so maybe we should just run.
Good idea. Does someone have something that we can like light on fire?
I can cast Dragon's Breath and make you be able to breathe fire.
I can make fire.
Okay, but does someone have something they don't care about that we can, just throw as bait?
Um,
I
I'm
have a
really thinking of
torch.
the things I care about.
Torch?
Yeah, I have a torch. Do we
Okay,
throw the torch?
okay, this is random. But you know what they do with the T-Rex in Jurassic Park?
Oh, we're basically doing that.
I think we should just try that.
We could just throw the torch unlit, then I cast Firebolt on the torch and it lights on fire, and then we run.
Guys,
We
there's
just
no
run.
point. It has a dragon head. It breathes fire. What makes you think it is scared of fire?
I'm not
No,
trying
we're
to
just
scare
trying
it.
to
I'm
draw
trying
its
to just draw
attention.
its attention away from us.
Oh, okay, I'm dumb.
It's a
Sorry.
diversionary tactic, not to scare it.
Yeah, just lure it that way while we go the other way.
Yeah.
So, who's the best at throw? Wait, can I try to like throw the torch where the creature would still be able to see it, but it's like not near us?
If your plan is to throw it and then cast firebolt on it, it would hit the ground by the time you could cast firebolt.
Okay, somebody else throw it while I cast Firebolt.
All right.
Can we do
Wait.
that?
This is gonna go end
Okay.
horribly if Stella's throwing it. Are we willing to take that chance of Stella throwing it?
Who else is good at throwing? Sir, wait, what was Sir Oof's character again?
Illegal.
L.L.G, are you good at throwing?
No.
All right.
Okay, you
Can we
throw.
just look at 11?
He you have noticed he's been, anytime you got into a fight, he's been hanging back until it seemed like you might actually die.
All we need you to
He's
do is throw this thing.
he's just watching this situation unfold.
I'm gonna take that as a no that he's not gonna help us. All
Okay.
right, I'll do it. Fine. I'll do it.
Okay.
So you are throwing it away from yourselves and away from the
I
Chimera.
am not gonna even attempt to try to throw near it because I know with my luck it'll hit it and we're all gonna end up in a horrible fight.
We're trying to get it somewhat away from the Chimera, but where the Chimera can still see it and it's away from us, so that we can
Okay.
run straight past, so that we can run around it.
Okay. Stella, make a dexterity check.
Oh, thank God it wasn't strength. That's an 18.
Okay. And Luna, ranged spell attack with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yes, it's hurtling through the air.
4. The first roll I got a 21.
Okay. There is this bolt of fire and a torch, which at one point they get within about 6 feet of each other, but that's the closest they get. And one of this thing's heads is focused on the bolt of fire, another is on the torch. It starts running over toward the torch a bit.
Okay, can we run past it?
We're just
You
gonna go
can.
book it.
Yeah,
We're just
we're just booking
running
past it.
full speed ahead.
Okay. Uh, I'm going to say.
If it makes any attempt to attack Stella, she's just gonna scream, like full high pitched screaming.
I'm going to say each of you make an athletics check.
Oh no. Okay. That's 14.
8.
5.
Okay. Wait, actually, he's still with you, so that's. Okay, so the four of you rolling athletics versus its athletics of trying to get to the torch, but then run back quickly. 3 of you failed. So it does get over to the torch, and then decide that it's not a threat. Uh, so at the moment you are about you're not like close enough for it to attack you or anything.
Can
You're about 40 feet from it.
Okay, can we just continue to run past it?
Just keep running.
If
You can.
it comes anywhere near us, Luna will cast firebolt if it comes near us.
Okay.
Or
It does continue trying to chase you. Everyone roll a Constitution check.
I got a 6.
14.
9.
Okay. This time, it was not 3 of you failed, 1 succeeded. This time it was 4 of you failed. So you do start to run out of breath, and it catches up a bit. So
Oh no.
Firebolt.
No.
yeah, go ahead and roll.
15.
I forgot to check its armor class. As it's running toward you, this bolt of fire smashes into its goat face. Roll for damage.
9.
Okay. So it seems significantly hurt by this, and go ahead and make your initiative checks.
15.
14. Oh, Liam first.
15.
14.
4.
And what was L.L.G's? I don't know if it was said, but
4.
4.
I
Still
was
not
kind
the
of hoping
worst.
for a 13.
15, 14, 13.
You are all going before this thing. Luna is first.
How far is it away from me?
35 feet.
35 feet.
So you can run 30 feet, and then it's within 5 feet.
I'm gonna run 30 feet away from it and then cast Firebolt.
Okay. And then you cast Firebolt.
12.
12. Okay. This time, as it's slightly crispy goat hair is still singed, it's a bit more defensive about it and ducks out of the way of the Firebolt. And unless you're doing anything with your bonus action, it's Stella's turn.
Let's see, what can I do with the bonus action? Nothing.
All right. Thunderclap. Thunder wave, not thunderclap. Jeez, thunder wave. I have to be like it's like 15 feet, right, or something. I don't remember.
15.
Okay, I'm gonna go up so I'm 15 feet away. So it's like just in my range because I don't want to be near that thing. And I'm gonna use thunder wave.
Okay.
I need. I think it. Wait, is it a save? I think it's a save.
It is a save, which
I don't know.
is
Remember what kind?
Constitution versus 2d8 Thunder. Okay, so its saving throw is an 18, so it takes half damage and is not pushed away by your screaming at it.
So that's six damage. Already halved. I did the math.
It starts to after being hit with this blast of sound, it starts to instinctually use its weird dragon wings to like wrap around its head as though it's trying to block its ears. And L.L.G.
So L.L.G is going to propose to the rest of the party that we run. And L.L.G can help by whoever wants help by casting jump on them so that you can jump away extra far. What does that sound? Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear my plan?
Yes, kind of. A little bit.
Oh. Would it be best if I repeated it?
Yeah,
Probably.
Okay. So L.L.G is going to propose that we flee. And L.L.G can help with this by casting jump on someone, allowing them to jump extra far away from the monster.
Who's the closest to the monster?
Me.
Yeah.
Cast one on her.
Yep. Okie dokie. L.L.G is going to go up to Stacy. Is that your character's name?
Stella.
Stella. Going to go up to Stella and cast jump. You'd be like, hey, you can jump extra far now.
Okay. Do you, after you do that, do you just start running back in the opposite direction?
Yep.
And with that out of the way, it is the Chimera's turn. It walks forward 10 feet and with its claws, it tries to attack Stella twice.
Oh no.
The first one is a 10, which I assume does not hit,
No, it doesn't.
and the second one is a natural 1.
Oh,
Yesterday, I used up all of my luck during not even doing a session because I was sitting in my closet, because I sit in my closet sometimes when it's reasons that are difficult to explain. That sounded weird. And I just rolled 2 dice at the same time, and they were both natural 20s.
I used up all your luck
Hmm.
for like the next 3 weeks.
They were both orange, too. It was a miracle.
Yeah, that is like all your luck for like the next 3 weeks.
So,
Okay. So it would be Luna's turn, correct?
yes.
Okay. I'm gonna continue running the way I was. And wait, how far would I be away from it then?
Currently, you're 55 feet from it, and Stella is directly between you and it. So 30 more feet would be 85 feet. No, 80 feet.
Okay, I'd like to use 30 feet so that I can move away from it, same direction, but also be in so that I won't hit Stella with Firebolt.
Okay.
And then I cast Firebolt.
Mhm.
6.
6, okay. As it is, once it becomes fairly certain that the scream isn't about to be repeated, it flexes its wings outward and just creates this momentary barrier of wind and just snuffs out the fire.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, so it's Stella's turn.
fantastic. Good.
Scream
I have
again.
that jump spell. I assume it just lets me go far.
I think it triples your jump distance.
It does.
I'm jumping away. I'm not. I'm disengaging and jumping away.
Okay. What is your strength score?
10.
10. Okay, so normally without a running start, you would be able to jump 5 feet, but it's 15 feet this way.
Epic. Can I and then can I just can I also go the 30 feet I have of movement?
A jump you do is still reduced from your movement as normal. So if
So
you
I can run
wanted
another
to, you
50
could
feet?
use all your movement by like jumping twice.
Oh, I'm gonna double jump.
Okay.
Boink, boink.
Yes.
So
Double
Stella
jump air bash.
a in a superhuman feat of athleticism just jumps away
Not that Stella is
from,
human.
I mean, no one's human here, but
Oh yeah.
human is the standard.
Wait, aren't I like the closest to being human?
Yeah, because you partially are.
Okay.
And L.L.G.
Eligil's is gonna run away.
Modern day killers really must take one of the people with their knowledge sharpen knives and guns. The real murder connoisseurs in the room all face fruit. Learning the audience more that sounds good as the
At this point, the Chimera just turns around and starts to fly away
Oh
as
thank God.
weakly as it can.
Oh thank God.
Well, not as weakly as it. as well as it can, which is weekly. That's how words work. After another few hours, NAA suggests that you rest under what appears to be an enormous luminescent mushroom.
Okay, yeah, I guess we rest under this glowing mushroom.
This seems aesthetic.
During the night, two strange creatures wander through the area. They're bovine in form, but bizarre. They're quite small, and they're a bit mutated in shape, and they seem to communicate with each other by producing strange balls of flashing light in the air.
Like
However,
fireflies.
they act as their shape would suggest, that being like ordinary cattle. Mostly.
I'm just gonna leave them.
And this was a long rest, correct? Or some sort of rest?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, after the rest, wait, or does anything happen during the rest besides these creatures?
It does not.
Okay. Stupid family not knowing anything about me because they don't ask me. They should have done this meeting earlier when they were already ruining my life.
Okay, so after the rest, do we just continue going?
That is up to you. I mean, you could
Where do we go?
hypothetically. I mean, it is up to you. However, if you chose not to, you would kind of just be stuck in the Mournland. You. So you, walking past this area, uh, after a short while, you find yourselves stalking through an eerily quiet area with only the twisted vegetation and canopy to remind you that you're even in the moorland. The grass and slightly toothy flowers suddenly stop, however. Uh, there's a wide crack in the ground, and nothing is growing in or immediately around it. There's a rope bridge that's piled and tangled over itself. It's maybe 100 feet long, but grounded with stakes just a few feet apart on opposite sides of the crack in the ground.
So there's a rope bridge.
Mhm.
Can Luna examine to see if it's stable enough for us?
It's just tangled up over itself, as it's way too long for this small crack in the ground. Or small. It's not small, but it's not too terribly far from one side of it to the other, and the rope bridge is too long to actually reach across, and it's just tangled up over itself.
Okay.
Uh, as you near the gap, there is a tremor. You're all able to maintain your balance, but you discover the purpose of the rope bridge. It stretches across as the ground splits at the crack, a 100-foot wide ravine opening up, horizontal stalactite-like rocky spines protruding from either side like teeth in an immense mouth opening on the ground. Until you notice, after a moment, that the spines are not stone, they're organic. They are, in fact, teeth of this ravine mouth, and you can go ahead and roll initiative. Bizarre tendrils start reaching up from inside of the ravine itself.
Okay. 15.
Eight.
Kaitlyn?
What am I? I'm listening in on the conversation in the other room. What am I supposed to be doing?
Initiative.
Oh, okay. That's a 16.
It's too quiet. Okay, so
And LU.
he said he rolled an 8.
Yeah.
Did I get the number right? Or
Yeah.
okay. Um. So, uh, I'm just gonna. People watch this. I'm just gonna skip ahead until it's not so quiet. And we should be ready to start now, people who are viewing this. So, who goes first in the combat order?
Uh, Wait, I have to move things. Alright, you... Okay, the... So this... So this is a narrow, a 10-foot wide rope bridge across a 100-foot wide ravine that has 4 strange tendrils reaching up out of it. First is Stella.
Kaitlyn,
Hmm?
you're first.
Oh, okay. Am I first in line? Because Stella would not go first in line.
I had the order of the line you were in be the same as earlier.
Okay.
Luna, Stella, L.L.G.
Okay. So I'm gonna use Shatter.
You can probably hit all 4 of these things with that. Uh, so that's 3d8 thunder damage with the Constitution saving throw. Those were 13, 6, 18, and 5.
The 13 succeeds. 18 obviously succeeds. The other 2 fail. So that's 12 was the total. So it's 6, 12, 6, 12.
Okay. All of them uh, start to just reel back down.
Okay. So do we
And
just...
so after Stella's turn, it's Luna's turn, unless Stella wants to do anything else.
What?
Because you currently are standing on one side of the ravine. You have not stepped onto the bridge.
I guess Luna would be the first to step onto the bridge, probably.
Okay.
If any of those things comes, starts to come back up, whichever one's closest, Luna's going to basically use a ready action and shoot it with a longbow.
Okay. Are you just going as far as you can onto the bridge?
Yes.
Okay. So Luna just walks out onto the bridge and just prepares an arrow.
Okay, that would be my turn.
And it's Elgil's turn.
I guess Eligil's just gonna get on the bridge. That's it. I guess get as far as they can.
Okay. And that goes back around to Stella's turn.
Okay. Kaitlyn,
Hmm?
back to you.
Okay. I'm gonna use shatter again.
Currently, they are all not visible.
Oh darn, man.
They have just retreated back down into the ravine for the time being.
Can they hear me?
You do not know. As far as you could tell, they didn't have ears.
Okay. Can we just leave?
If you would like, you can try to. You can go as far as you can onto the bridge.
What? I did not process that statement.
The you had been beside a bridge across this ravine, which was in the direction you were going. So to get away, you can try going across this narrow bridge.
I'm gonna go across the bridge.
So
This is a horrible plan. Can I make it across with all if I use all my movement?
if you dash, you can make it farther across the bridge than anyone else has gotten so far.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So you are currently okay. You are currently 55 feet across this bridge, so just over halfway across. And Luna.
Okay. So the tentacles are not coming back up, correct?
Correct.
I'm gonna go 30 feet across again and just prepare another arrow, just in case.
Okay.
So that would be Eligil's turn now, correct?
That it would.
How long is this bridge?
100 feet.
Yeah, I'll do is going to walk.
And it is Stella's turn.
Okay. Can I dash again?
You can. This gets you the rest of the way across the bridge.
Thank goodness.
And at the end of your turn, these strange tendrils start reaching back up. Make an attack roll, Luna.
Okay. Longbow. Unnatural 20.
Okay, so the one closest to you, after being The one closest to you after regenerating is instantly knocked back down into the darkness, bleeding. And now it's your turn, actually, not just
Okay.
ready to action.
I'm gonna shoot the other two by using my attack action and action surge.
There are another 3, but you can
Or
do that.
2 more of them. The first attack for the longbow is 13.
Mhm.
And it's 6 damage.
Okay, another one is sent down into the darkness.
9.
The other one just like bends around the arrow.
Okay, that's my turn. After I run across 30 more feet, that would be my turn.
Okay. So you are now 90 feet of 100 across.
Yes.
And it is L.L.G's turn.
How many more of these weird tentacle thingies are there?
2.
2? Cool. Legil's gonna cast Magic Missile. Are these tentacles numbered?
We will call these ones 1 and 2 for now.
Okay. The first 2 bolts will go out 1, and the second bolt will go out 2.
Okay.
One takes 5 damage, and 2 takes 3 damage.
Okay. The end of one bursts, and it starts to reel back down into the ground again. The second one soaks in this glowing light that you send into it, and does not perish. I assume you're also going 30 feet forward.
Yep.
Okay. And now okay. The one tendril that is still there. The one that is still there reaches over toward L.L.G. Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Okay. It reaches out, not hard enough to do any actual damage. It just adheres to L.L.G. And that is the end of its turn. It is Stella's turn, who is already across.
Can I do what's the thing called that lets people use their reactions to move?
Oh, that is.
Because that's a thing I can do now.
Liam should know this.
Oh yes, that was
Like Mantle of
Mantle of
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
yeah.
I want to. Can I use it only on one person?
Equal to your charisma modifier.
Oh, so I can use it on 2 people. I'm gonna use it on the 2 people, Luna and L.L.G.
Okay. Oh,
So each of them gains 5 temporary hit points and can use their reaction to move up to their speed. However, L.L.G is currently grappled, so cannot move.
okay. Oh, Luna is now across the bridge. Okay. Then would it be Luna's turn?
It would.
Okay. Can I send an arrow to the tentacle so that it
You
won't
can.
hit L.L.G?
You can't make an attack roll.
23.
Okay. You sever the end of it as the part connecting the end of it to the rest of it just bursts into this strange liquid that L.L.G can confirm does not smell good. The end of this thing is still attached to L.L.G, but L.L.G is not stuck anymore.
Okay, that would be my turn.
Okay, so it's L.L.G's turn.
L.L.G's gonna use the dash action to 60 feet.
Okay. So the three of you make your ways across, and after a few minutes, Nara joins you because I don't feel like rolling everything for just him. He would make it. He would make it across anyway. He has high armor class. Uh, so you reach the other side of the bizarre mouth in the ground.
Guess we keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. You pass through an area where there's a bluish light shining from seemingly within the bark of every tree. And eventually you do settle down and sleep for the night.
Okay.
You can see in the distance this, what looks like a large sheer cliff face. Uh, it's it's entirely white and it is too shiny to be stone. It looks like glass. And this is the direction you had been moving toward.
So there's a glass cliff.
Sounds epic. And also really not fun to climb. We're gonna have to climb it, aren't we?
Out of character, my first instinct would have been smash it. Somehow to smash it.
That's such a good plan. I love it.
Uh, I'm going to say good luck that the cliff, you can tell, is very, very wide.
Yeah.
We'll put dynamite in it. It's fine.
You do not see the ends of it to either side.
We'll put dynamite in it. It'll be fine. All it takes is one imperfection in glass and it's all gone.
Actually, we don't even need dynamite to shatter glass. We just need heat.
That's true.
Because if you just heat up one single area of anything glass, it'll shatter.
Yeah. Or we could hit a high note. Stella
My,
could try that.
mine's a lot easier because I have what, like I have like
Yeah, but
three
Stella's a
fire
singer.
things.
Stella's a singer, though.
Actually, no. Now the thing about making it shadow wouldn't actually be a good idea.
Oh, yeah, it'd be a horrible plan, but I'm not saying we shouldn't try it.
So I guess we just continue
Stella is too
on.
nice to think like this. This is just Kaitlyn speaking.
That was me speaking as well, because I'm just thinking, like, my first instinct out of character would have been, okay, let's somehow break this. Because it would just be fun.
Okay.
That was just a random out of character chat.
Yeah. Okay, we continue.
Okay. In the morning, NAA turns and says to you, I can carry 2 people up at a time. So one of you can either wait or find your own way up.
I volunteer to be carried.
Luna's gonna say, I can attempt to climb it.
Now that you're up close to it, you can see that it is sharp in many places.
Okay, never mind, I'll just wait.
Stella's just, I double volunteer to be carried up.
L.L.G and Stella can go first. I'll wait.
Don't die, okay?
Not planning on it.
If something happens, just start climbing. I don't think anything would be dumb enough to try to follow you up.
Yeah? Okay.
So, using his... So, NAA, using his lower arms, is able to hold L.L.G and Stella as he uses his upper arms to hold his scimitars, which he's basically using as pythons to pull his way up. He places you at the top before he starts making his way back down. This goes on for miles. This glass plateau that, with random jagged spires here and there, it gets darker farther in until near the center, near what you would assume is the center. It's completely black. After a couple of minutes, the 2 of you standing up there hear a crackling sound above you.
I'm just gonna, like, slowly look up.
Okay. There are two bursts of persistent writhing flame. that are slowly drifting toward you.
Toward us. Oh, great.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, no. Man, I've been rolling initiative good up till this point. I got a 7.
I got a 5.
And I'm not up there yet, correct?
Correct. Uh, so the first one to go is one of these bursts of flame, which floats down toward L.L.G and attempts to just reach over with a pseudopod and just make contact with flame. That is a 14.
That hits.
That is 6 points of fire damage. As the other one floats down beside Stella and attempts to do a similar thing, which is a 12.
That does not hit.
Okay, so you're able to just like move out of the way of this sunburst type of gout of flame. And it's Stella's turn.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna... I'm just gonna use Shatter. And
Okay.
that's 3d8, right?
Yes, Adrian, you are using Shatter on the one that is...
Trying to hit me.
Yeah. Because you could use it on one or the other, or both, but that would also affect both of you.
Oh, I could use it on both?
It would also affect both of you.
Oh, never mind. I'm not doing that. Just the one.
Mm-hmm. Got a 6 on its saving throw.
That fails. It takes the full force of 23 damage.
Okay.
I got 2 8s and a 7. I rolled really good on that damage.
This burst of sound completely disrupts the air that the fire is burning on, and it's completely dissipated.
Fun.
And L.L.G.
Wait, I want to give Mantle of Inspiration to my friend, L.L.G.
Cool.
So you get
Mhm.
5 temporary hit points. You actually got 5 from the last one, too.
Yeah, but I think they wore off.
Yes, I have checked. Temporary hit points disappear at the end of a long rest.
Oh, they do?
Yes. And L.L.G. can also use their reaction to move away from this thing without getting opportunity attacks against them.
Aren't we on the back of like the weird of the Warforged person?
And you're on the glass plateau that you had been put up onto.
Actually, L.L.G was cool just standing here.
And now it is their turn.
Okay. L.L.G's gonna say to this little fire elemental, whoa, you need to take a chill pill. And is going to cast Dragon's Breath on themselves.
Okay.
The spell ends. And L.L.G is going to use their action to exhale energy of the chosen type in a 15-foot cone. Very much like a dexterity saving throw, which I do believe is must make a dexterity saving throw of 11. Oh, I'm being loud, aren't I?
No, you're not. At least not to us. I don't know about people.
Some parts of that were hard to hear.
Okay.
So
They take 2 damage on a failed, half as much.
the dexterity saving throw was 12. How much damage?
3d6, but it'll be halved because it did succeed. I don't have another d6. Oh, it's right there. 7 divided by 2, that's like 3.5. One more for round
Run
down.
that down. So what type of energy are you exhaling at this thing?
Cold. I made a pun.
Okay. So L.L.G just casts a spell on himself and spits a bunch of cold energy at this fire, which does not seem to be as resistant to cold as fire would be presumed to be. But it is, however, it is a bit better at dodging cold than fire would be presumed to be. And
Whoa, that's like the same color as the normal. That's so weird.
it is the living spell's turn. It casts Burning Hands, so both of you make a dexterity saving throw.
19.
11.
So it reforms itself into a thin sheet of flames, which Stella is able to mostly avoid and only take 5 damage. L.L.G, however, has not proven themselves to be quite as fast of reflexes, takes the full 10 damage.
Okie dokie.
Wait, I only take 5?
Mhm.
Okay.
And speaking of you, it's your turn.
Fantastic. Okay. How many times have I cast Shatter? One.
Once.
So I can cast it a second time. Boom.
It's a Constitution saving throw. 19.
Aw, that succeeds. So they only take 6 damage.
Okay. The blast of nearly tangible sound isn't quite as effective as you had seen it was against the other one. And it is L.L.G's turn.
Okay. Alligator is going to start off and saying, "Whoa, you need to cool down," and then it's just going to shoot the cold energy beam at them again, or I guess
Okay.
breathe at it. Breathe.
So,
You literally breathe the energy from your mouth.
mhm.
Okay, well, you feel it from your mouth.
That is a 4 on the saving throw.
Yay, full damage! Oh, god damn it. I don't even have a cup up here. It's my closet. 14 cold damage.
How much damage was that?
14.
14. Okay, how do you want to do this?
I just want it to like be a beam of energy, and then like the thing is just frozen. Despite that shouldn't work, and then it just kind of falls to the ground and shatters.
Okay. As that happens, the Nara and Luna start to just round up the side of the cliff, and just slightly confused as to why there are small shards of ice and snow falling over them.
I'm guessing you had a fight, or you made it snow.
The prior option.
Oh, so you fought something. What'd you fight?
Fire things.
You fought fire.
Yes.
Okay. I guess we continue on now.
Onward.
Onward and onward.
That made absolutely no sense, Liam.
Yes, it didn't. I realized it didn't. It made more sense in my head than whenever it said it out loud.
But really, that little girl is a 6-year-old girl, and she's a magician, but she also uses guns. And her father is a noble guy who's in charge of a bunch of stuff, and he's constantly trying to control her. And her mom just lets her run loose. This little girl is just Luciana.
So, what the chat said, that is hilarious. Or, well, not what chat said, what the,
Yeah.
Subtitles, captions.
Yes, subtitles are awesome.
But yeah, she's just straight up Luciana, but she's trying to start a war.
What is that from?
It's a comic called "The Villainish Will Crush Her Destruction End Through Modern Firepower."
Is that on the comic website you told me about?
Of course it is.
Okay, can you just put that in the, can you just send me what the title is so I can look it up later? Because I'm not going to remember what the heck you just said.
The villainess will crush her destruction end through modern firepower.
Okay.
It's a very long title, but it's great.
Okay.
As is everything with a very long title.
Yeah. So,
Like that
Let me make
character
sure
I
that
love.
it's not modern weapons.
wait, what character?
Lord Percival Frederick Stein von Muselklawski de Rollo III of Whitestone.
Did we meet that guy? in one of the
No.
campaigns?
No, he might technically exist in the Exandria campaign.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe he's dead.
Anyway, she uses magic to make guns. That's it.
Oh,
Okay.
That's all she does.
you
Yeah.
see, the thing is that's possible for some warlocks.
Yeah,
Okay.
she
Like-
uses magic to make guns, and no one guns don't exist in the world. So she's the only one who knows how to make guns, and this 6-year-old's like using straight up machine guns.
So I'm guessing this is a reincarnation series.
Oh yeah, it's an isekai series. Literally, if I tell you about a series, the chances of it being isekai are like 90%.
Okay, so I'm not the only person who's obsessed with isekai.
Isekai is so great.
Yes.
If it's done well. A lot of
I
the
don't
ones
know what
I've
that
been
term
reading
means.
are like they're reborn as some sort of princess or noble.
Any isekai is basically the term for any anime or manga that by some way or another,
Someone from the modern world is put into another world.
whether it be
So
by
just someone
magic
is put into another
portal.
world, and that can be like it could Sword Art Online is isekai because they're put into a virtual world,
Yes.
but it can also be through the ways of being reborn.
Reincarnation,
Which
just
is-
being summoned.
Yeah.
Magical portals,
Yeah.
like some sort of
The
gate.
most common ones are reincarnation and virtual reality.
Yes. Or it can be virtual reality, then being summoned to another world.
Yeah.
That one's somewhat
think
double
that-
isekai.
There was a. I think that might mean that. Wait, hold on. I think parts of FMAO3 might count then. He gets pulled into the real world.
Yes, that would. I believe
I
I know
really-
That
which
would count.
movie.
I don't like the 2003 anime. It's not good. I mean, it's good, but it's.
That means technically the Sayu chapter from No Straight Roads is isekai because they get pulled into the digital world to fight Sayu.
Yeah, that would technically be isekai, or at least that part of it would be.
They technically do. It technically happens.
There's an
Wait.
there's an anime on Crunchyroll that has nothing to do with like going into another world, and it's in the isekai genre.
Well, you
In,
don't.
in the first campaign we started, you've gone to other planes of existence.
Yes, but wait, no.
That
It's different because isekais is like another world entirely. So it's basically like, okay, we go from one campaign's world to another.
It's not just visiting other worlds or other planes of existence. It's going there and having to stay there.
It can be
Like-
just like visiting. Like that's like, for example, the
I
anime
have
Gate.
never seen it just visiting. It is generally trapped.
It's
You are
generally
trapped there and
trapped. It's generally trapped, but it's like so far, I believe, one anime that's like that.
sent.
Yeah, the main character chooses to stay there, but he can go to normal world at any time currently.
Like, okay,
It's
if technically, officially, I don't allow this stuff, but officially, it's possible to move between different campaign settings using a spell that I don't allow because it's stupid. But with Eberron, you can't go there from another setting because it has basically a force field around it. So, if you use that spell to leave Eberron, then you couldn't go back.
So we could just isekai ourselves.
You couldn't because I don't allow that spell because it's dumb, but
We could theoretically isekai ourselves.
If it were me DMing, we could isekai ourselves.
I just don't like the idea of someone casting the go learn about the lore of a different setting spell.
Yeah. I'm the kind of person that I plan some stuff ahead, but then half of it is just me just coming up with stuff on the spot.
Oh, that's what I do, just worse. Worse for me. You're probably gonna do it better than me because I planned like 3 things and then we got to where we were.
Yeah. I really didn't mean to start a fire. I just didn't think about it.
Yes.
It's like, okay, no, but this city is like, it's on the coast. The only way for the fire to have spread that fast is if they're in a severe drought. But they're on the coast. I'm so confused.
Okay, it does that because I'm not. I don't. My logic doesn't work.
Your logic for how fast that fire spread was just
It's
cartoon
magic
logic.
forest.
It's
These forest trees do not require water.
you awoke the fire elementals. They were actually there the fire was there the whole time. It was just sleeping.
That
Yes, it's actually
would
what's
be
gonna.
weird.
That's, okay, I'm just gonna use that as logic now. That's gonna be what happened.
Really, that's what it is?
That's what it is now.
So now Iris has a way to just lie her way out
You don't know that.
without technically lying.
You don't know that. And the city is too dumb to figure that out currently.
Yes, but I have a plan to escape.
I think I
I
have
have
detect
several
magic.
plans with backup plans for all the plans. And backup plans for the backup plans.
Okay. Back to this.
Yeah,
So we just continue on going.
I'm good with if we keep going.
Uh, after walking across an expansive sheet of glass, occasionally shifting your path to avoid a sharp spire pointing to the sky, you find that the glass beneath your feet begins to darken. The glass further ahead of you fades to maybe entirely, you're not sure from this angle, to complete blackness. After
Okay.
15 minutes or so, your companion gestures to the ground, and he just says, "See that?
Uh-huh.
Make a perception check."
Perception. Nat 20 plus 3.
That's a 12.
12.
Okay. Luna, and only Luna, sees beneath the glass a what looks like it could have been before this glass was here, a city.
We're just basically just gonna squint and go, is that a city?
Yes, that's making the city where the dragon-marked House Cannith, the House of Making, used to be headquartered. I don't know what all you do or don't know, Stella, but for the two of us, this is a homecoming.
Cool. So basically it's Atlantis but glass.
Sort of. He walks over to one of these glass spires out of the sides, out of the top of the plateau, digs his hands into the sides of it, and just tears off a chunk of glass, throwing it aside and revealing a carved stairwell into the glass, lit by what looks like tiny points of fire inside the walls every few feet.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel! Is there a railing?
No, there is not.
Oh man, I wanted to slide down it.
As he walks down, at the bottom, there's a locked iron door sized for a normal person. He sits down on the ground in front of the door, so he would be around eye level for the average person, and then knocks. A little slot opens on the door with eyes not unlike Stella's or Nara's own. looking out, and there's just a voice that says, "How many?" He says, "4, taming, but are you really going to?" "Yes, we've been over this. The leader of a group must supply passwords for each member." And he just says, "Fine, go ahead." They clear their throat, and then say 6, to which he says 3, 12, to which he says 6, 4, to which he says 4, 13, to which he says 9. And then he just says, "Now let us in." And this person just says, "Fine, fine, quit your complaining." And the door just swings open, leading to a metallic room. The one standing at the door doesn't look particularly masculine or feminine, and they have distinctive arcane markings around the eyes, looking at which, after a second, you see the letters NATA.
Yay, we have
Netta.
another one!
It's Netta.
Now this is just a bingo now.
Uh,
We need a bingo card of all the different acronyms, and we're just gonna play bingo.
Cowering behind them is another person, a bit more masculine in body shape, and judging by the mess of plants, fungi, and dirt covering his body, he's quite acquainted with nature. And this mess of plants, fungi, and dirt at one point obscures the spot immediately to the left of the letters CA.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's NACA.
Probably. That's a pretty solid guess. But
And-
seriously, can we get a bingo card of all of these?
We make a merch of this just being a bingo game.
It is though. It's like road trip bingo.
It's like that thing where you're just on the road and you're looking at signs around, just looking for each letter of the alphabet.
Yes, exactly. The alphabet game that everyone plays on road trips.
I have never played this game or heard of it.
It's not great.
I like playing it with my family.
My family does I Spy.
I just don't like talking.
Neither do I. Okay, back on topic.
Stella was saying that out loud, by the way. She was straight up saying that she needs a bingo for all of these.
Wait, does bingo exist in this world?
Sure, something of the sort, at least. The seemingly more agriculturally inclined one just looks from each of you to the rest. Seeing Stella, he just says, "Oh, okay. So, hello to the three of you. I don't think you know who I am. I guess first thing, my name would be Cultivating, and here." And from across his body, he picks 3 strangely beautiful plants and walks over to you. He hands this patterned piece of bark to L.L.G, a flower to Luna, and a leaf that is nearly leathery in texture to Stella.
So I got a flower?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He starts to walk away, and then he just spins around, seemingly panicked, looking at Luna, and he just says, "Wait, no, you breathe," and he slaps the flower out of your hand.
They're just gonna look confused. Huh?
I'm sorry, I forgot that people breathe.
I don't breathe.
That one was the only issue. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. I shouldn't just ruthless, and he turns to the NAA. Just please just catch me up later. And he just turns around in his bunker-like metal room. He goes over to a door, opens it, and he locks it behind him as he runs into a glass tunnel.
Can I just turn to the other person and be like, what are you called? Do you have a name preference?
Taming. That's what the T is.
Cool. I'm going to assume you know who I am because everyone does apparently.
Yes, I think you're the only one who doesn't know who the rest of us are.
Oh, wait, that reminds me. Since you all know who everyone is, I met this one called NAPA. What's that stand for? I don't know. I didn't bother asking.
That's possessing. He likes money.
He was very mean to us. He wasn't very nice.
He's generally not.
Okay, good to know. Call me Stella because that's what I like to go by.
Okay. And the rest of you? He just turns to the other two of you.
Luna's gonna give a little bit of a bounce.
They turn to the other of you.
Luna's gonna give a little bit of a bounce. Say, I'm Luna.
My name is L.L.G. Nice to meet you.
Well, hello to both of you. So, what brings the group of you here?
Curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm actually still just gonna point to L.L.G. because they insisted that we come here. I don't know why.
Because, like, a lot of people were like, oh, a lot of people were like, Stella, whatever, something, something, your past is ominous. Ooh, I just wanted to find out more about it.
I tagged along with these two.
So now the group of you know just list all of us that you know of at this point.
Okay, so there's possessing, there's the plant person,
Cultivating.
cultivating,
There's you and there's 11.
the four-armed one, the big four-armed one.
Ruthless. And you as well.
Oh yeah, that makes
And
me.
her.
So there's... Oh, that's just one left. I wish I knew where they were.
Ooh, tell us. We'll go find him. This is a scavenger hunt at this point.
I wish I knew, as I just said.
Can you give us a name?
Inspiring.
Inspiring.
They tend to just... they don't tend to tell even us much of what they're planning at any time, though they seem quite ambitious.
The amount of coincidences I've had of running in with you people is extraordinary, so I'm sure I'll meet them at some point.
Bit of a question. Is there a chance I could speak with cultivating?
We'll have to see if he moves back, if he comes back out from wherever he's run off to. Unless you have a way of breaking down an iron door.
I don't think I do have a way to do that. And what kind of way to do it?
Out of character, does anybody in the party have a way of breaking down iron doors? I think I could maybe milk one.
Yeah. Would Thunderwave work? Possibly, maybe.
It could.
I mean, I'm not gonna suggest that out loud. Stella's not one to break down an iron door without reason.
Same.
So, so you've encountered some of us. Have you any idea of what it is we actually do?
No.
I mean, the first encounter I had was possessing, and it was like taking down this giant asteroid comet thing, and
It was
if he
a
did that, he was gonna totally obliterate an entire ecosystem.
It was what, a kyber crystal or not
It
kyber
was
crystal?
Sibirus dragon shards.
A Siberius dragon shard.
Yeah. And I literally was just like, hey, you're not being very nice. Swipe or no swiping. And he left.
I suppose that lines up. There's a deity of greed, which he was effectively created to embody in some way. So that would make sense.
Wait.
And then we met 11
So
on the
you
battlefield.
question. Are you guys created to represent a deity?
Yes. Each of us is.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no! Oh no! Is L.L.G just maniacally laughing?
Yeah.
Stella's just standing there innocently watching this with a bit of a confused look on her face.
So is Luna. I forgot my own character's name for a split second.
Does this have something to do with that cult, L.L.G?
Oh no, it was just I thought that was like a little bit funny, cause like the plant guy, like what god would plantation be a avatar? The god of planting? No,
Stella's just
that's
not
just
following at
stupid.
this point.
And
She's just lost.
Make a deception check.
12.
Anyone who wants to can make an insight check.
I
If you-
will.
I will too.
If you fail or if you choose not to make an insight check, you can instead make a religion check to see what god that could be.
That's 11.
21.
Oh, so Luna figures I want to make a religion check to see if I can figure out what.
Okay.
Alright, a 5. That's even worse. I don't know. Stella's dumb.
So, Luna's able to tell that maybe that's not exactly quite the reason.
We're just basically just gonna like squint at him and just mouth liar.
L.L.G's just gonna shrug their shoulder and move on. L.L.G's gonna ask, what's the person? Who's the Warforged name?
The one you've just met, or the tall one.
the one we just met.
That was NATA taming.
What?
That was NATA. The T is taming, which is what they go by.
L.L.G's gonna ask Taming what Stella is a avatar, I guess, representation of this one god.
Oh, well, as you may or may not be aware, musicians tend to profit based off of how well they can manipulate people's emotions on some level, and so that was the ideal. So a musician was the ideal avatar of the god of the god of emotions.
Okay. Can I make a insight check to see if they're lying?
You can.
13.
13. As far as you can tell, they seem fairly forthright.
Okie dokie.
Can Stella ask which one taming's based off?
Sure. They just turn back and reply. Well, taming isn't exactly just a title. I represent the god of monsters. Hence, taming. I tend to deal with monsters from time to time.
That's cool. Stella just has like little stars in her eyes. She's just like so excited. It's like a kid on Christmas.
Never mind.
Like, you know, when people are like trying to like hold themselves back from bursting out in excitement, she's just like that.
Most people would have you believe that the particular gods that we embody are less than favorable, but those people are wrong.
DM. Question. In the iron door, are there like any cracks that are at least 6 inches wide?
No.
What do I need to cast Find Familiar again?
Find Familiar is 10 gold pieces worth of incense, herbs, and charcoal.
I'm gonna ask them if they have if they have like that amount of the stuff to cast fire. I'm not Find Familiar.
Are you specifying what it is to cast it, or?
So I need 10 gold pieces of any of those.
Or any combination of them.
I'm gonna ask if I have any combination of that stuff that I could use.
Well, cultivating, as you may expect, tends to keep a few plants. You could probably get some herbs from him if he were to return.
All right.
They just walk over and like try the door, and they seem frustrated at it being locked.
feel like someone should be concerned for Stella's like little bouncing. Like she's just too happy.
After like hearing where Luna could get like the herbs, Luna's just gonna is also gonna be like somewhat bouncing.
Uh, after noticing Stella bouncing excitedly at some of this news, Taming just turns and they say, calm down. It's not as glamorous as you seem to think it could be. You should know by now, it's tough to be a cop.
I'm sorry, I'm just excited that I'm not the only robot person in existence. Can she run up and try to hug him?
Sure. I'm going to say make a dexterity check. They're going to make a dexterity check also to avoid.
I got an 11.
Okay, you succeed.
Yes!
You successfully hug them despite their evasion.
It's just mild regret that they let Stella figure this out. Just the instant regret.
Okay, so what do we do now?
Abigail is gonna wait for the leaf person robot.
Just Luna and L.L.G just sitting directly in front of the door waiting for it to open.
Basically, yeah.
After a few minutes, it does indeed open.
Okay.
Cultivating steps out and, like, takes a step back when he sees these people directly outside of this door and waiting.
Hi.
Hello?
I was wondering if I could ask if I could borrow some like herbs.
Sure, what type?
Is there a specific type I need?
There's not.
Uh, Luna's just gonna say no, no.
Okay, how much?
uh, about 10 gold pieces worth.
Oh, I think I have an idea of how much that is. That shouldn't be much at all. I'll be back, and he just turns around and closes the door again. Pretty soon he returns, carrying a small sprig of some herbs. He just says, "It doesn't look like a lot, but it's uh, uh, it's pretty rare."
Thank you. And I guess I just
No problem.
take the herbs.
Stella's just still clinging on to Taming. She's too happy. There is no escape.
Can Luna cast Find Familiar?
Uh,
Or like go, I guess, a bit away and just cast Find Familiar?
yeah. You can.
I now have a black kitty cat.
And what was illegal waiting for cultivating for?
Elegil is gonna like to have a private chat with cultivating.
Okay. He opens the door and gestures for you to follow him and to close it behind you. He doesn't continue the way down this tunnel. He just stands there, just a bit away from the door, and says, "Okay, what was this?"
So, I guess it's safe to assume that you might be kind of like the leader around here, right?
No.
No? Is there any kind of leader around here?
Uh, well, it seems like the most. It seems like the person who has the most capacity or potential for that would be inspiring, but they're never allowed around. They don't communicate well. Someone who, uh, not really.
Um, okay. Well, so you guys are like built around gods. Could there be more people out there like you?
There could. Why do you
Would?
ask?
I've I'm a I'm very interested about who created you. See, I've been researching my whole life about the creators of Outing question. These people are Warforged, right?
They're essentially a slight variation on Warforged.
Okay.
They are for game statistics. They are Warforged, but they're slightly different.
I've been
But they are
looking
effectively
into.
Warforged.
Sorry, my bad. Uh, so I've been spending quite some time researching and looking into the history of Warforged and whoever created the Warforged. And, I never heard of this before, and I'm very interested, and I want to find out more.
No one knows where. Uh, no one actually knows currently where uh, the person who created us is. All I know is their name.
Yeah. Can you tell it to
Uh,
me?
Norton DeKenneth.
Deacon.
If you want, I can send that to you for like reference on spelling.
That would be nice. Yes, please and thank you. Um. Also, oh, wait. Sorry.
That picture is adorable.
Yes, Stella is adorable.
Okay, so How long does it take to cast Find Familiar?
1 hour.
Okay. I will finally have a kitty cat. Okay. So, is anybody else doing anything?
Cool. I think I had one more question, but I can't quite remember. Oh, yeah. Why did you give me a patterned piece of bark? Was it just like something random, or does this have some significance behind it?
Nothing in particular. It was not a very thought out gesture, as you could probably tell by the almost killing your friend who breathes.
Does the leaf make people suffocate?
It was a flower.
It's not very. It's typically typically most people don't react well to the pollen of that type of flower. Sometimes they can pass out and die. Other times they just start getting very sick. But essentially, it's poison to most breathing creatures.
Oh, fun. We could use that. Well, it's been nice having this chat with you.
Thanks. I hope I could clear up any questions you might have had.
Taming seems smart. Can I pick their brain about the demon summoning? Because I remember that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh. I was confused
Demon
about what you were
summoning.
talking about for a moment.
Yeah, that was like session 1.
If you sure. How are you phrasing it?
So, right before we met possessing, the crystal like fell from the sky and all that jazz. And then this person was like, this person came out and was like, hey, did you see where they go? And we were like, yep. And then this other person came out and was like, hey, don't lead him to where it is. That's a bad man. He's gonna summon a bunch of demons. And we were like, okay, we'll stop him. And then L.L.G ran off to stop him, and stuff happened. And then merfolk were like, hey, person stealing from crystal, not good, go stop them. And we were like, okay. And that's when we went possessing. Do you know anything about the demon summoning?
No.
Okay. You just seem smart.
There are
There's like
things
30
even I don't
demons
know.
are gonna come back and take over the world and kill everything.
Hold on, I'm going to actually have them make a history check. Okay, they say, 30. I've heard that, in some immeasurably ancient time, there were 30 fiendish creatures that, essentially did as they wished with the world, and they were just unbound to do whatever they wished, until the 15 sovereigns, six of which, two of which are what you and I embody, uh, used a powerful magic to seal them away. I don't know if this has to do with. You said one of you said a Siberius dragon shard.
I think so. Yeah.
Would Ray be able to hear this?
Luna.
Or
Ray
Luna,
is
sorry.
Ray is undead in another setting.
Yeah, sorry, I keep getting mixed up. Sorry, Luna.
Whoa. Uh, Wait, did I just give spoilers for the thing we didn't even film? Oops. Uh,
I don't know.
yeah, you can hear that.
Can Luna just shout yes? That was me. Over
Yeah.
to where those guys are.
Okay, so the shard thing, the person was like, hey, that shard is what can summon those demon guys again. I think. That's my understanding of the situation.
Hold on. Okay. Taming just replies with, that's where my knowledge falls short. Apologies.
It's fine. I didn't know what they were talking about either. It was very short conversation. And we didn't bother to go meet the person again after that. Though I'm pretty sure we have like an army of merfolk on our side.
You're quite accomplished.
Yeah. It's really, really strange. Very, very strange set of circumstances.
Well, let's just hope you don't get killed prematurely. I don't know when maturely is, but let's hope
Don't
you just
worry,
don't.
my plan if something tries to kill me is to scream and run away.
That can be effective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, does an hour pass?
Yes, the smoke from the herb, just starts to coalesce and solidify and darken into the shape of a cat.
I now have a cat.
Can Stella like just back away? Just I don't trust you with a cat. Not after what happened last time.
Okay, that cat was a wild one. This one is magic.
The last cat was magic too.
Okay, but that wasn't like a that was an actual living cat. This one's literally is just magic.
I still don't trust you.
Taming just turns toward you. Please elaborate.
There was a cat in a tree, and Luna, being very, very big brain, scared the wolves that were keeping it in the tree and tried to keep it as a pet, and then it attacked us in the middle of the night.
And the cat was an issue?
I don't trust Luna with cats.
The cat that we found in a tree changed into this giant cat monster thing.
Oh. That's... Did it have, like, tentacles from its shoulders?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. I've dealt with some of those. They're not pleasant.
It wasn't very nice. I told it that it wasn't being very nice.
So am I able to make my familiar just teleport onto like Stella's shoulders?
If Stella's within 10 feet of you, sure.
Okay, can I be within 10 feet of Stella and do that?
Unless Stella is actively avoiding you, yeah.
She just looking at Luna with just lack of trust.
I just make the cat like just appear on Stella's shoulders.
Yeah, Stella grabs it and throws it at Luna's face.
Luna, make a dexterity saving throw.
5.
5? Okay. You take 1 point of slashing damage.
Okay.
So this cat just scratches you across the face as it's hurtling through the air.
Stella is now actively avoiding Luna.
Okay. So L.L.G finished his talk with what was that again? The plant one.
Cultivating?
Cultivating, yeah. L.L.G finished his talk with that one, right?
Yes, they did.
And they came out of the room.
I assume so.
Can I go over to L.L.G and do the same thing that I did with Stella?
Okay. A cat appears on your shoulders.
It's Chris. No
You'll
way.
pick up the cat,
Cruising up and down
just
Main
hold it in
Street.
front of Elegil, and you're
That's
gonna
really
say,
good.
"Oh, kitty." Kind of reminds me of the one that turned into the giant cat monster and attacked us.
Luna's gonna say, please don't throw it.
I'm not gonna say the cat.
Okay.
Wait, I
What?
can enchant your cat with dragon's breath. I can cast dragon's breath on your cat.
Oh no.
Dragon taser
Stella's
cat.
far, far away. Stella's like all the way across the room. She is not getting involved with this.
Sir, dragon taser cat.
Stella's across the room. She's not getting involved.
Oh my god.
Dragon's breath can do lightning damage.
Super
Oh
Taser Cat.
no.
Yes.
Yeah, Elegil, screw it. Next
Make
time
the
you
cat
come,
explode. Put
Elegil
it
can
in a
eat your cat.
microwave.
What, Sir Oof?
This can become a battle strategy. You just have your cat out. When we get into combat, Elegil enchant. Well, it's not an enchantment actually. It's transmutation. So Elegil is actually physically changing your cat to be able to spew magical energy out of their mouth.
So that means like my cat could breathe lightning, then I can make it taser somebody.
The breath attack takes an action, so the taser is going to be
Uh, the breath attack is the cat's action. Tasering is your action.
Yeah, so I could do that. Taser cat, does whatever a taser cat can.
Okay. Yeah, Stella's not getting involved with this.
Oh,
boy.
Luna's also gonna ask him, Eliger, what should I name my cat?
After the name of the cat. Oh, I've come up with the most wretched of names.
What?
So Epic Swaggerstein.
No. Any other ideas besides that? Any actual names?
Epic Swaggerstein is an actual name.
Okay, any like not ridiculously long names, one word names.
No.
I'm just going to just find a cat name generator. Cat name generator.
Pumpkin.
Jellybean. The cat's name is Jellybean. Okay. So, um, do you think this would be a good place to end it, or should we just continue going?
This is a good place to end.
Okay. So, goodbye, my peasants who are viewing this. Um, Kaitlyn, if you would like to do the full outro.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.
Do what she
Support us
said.
on Patreon.
We don't have a Patreon.
We need a Patreon. We'll
Mhm.
split the rewards.
Okay, we may have.
To become a member of the channel.
$40 tier. I give out plot twists.
We need to. If we ever
Your
get a
$20 tier, you can suggest plot twists.
if we ever get a
Yes.
Patreon, we'll make it so that like if they give us X amount of money on Patreon, they get a name and NPC.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's gonna be all for this episode. Hope you enjoyed. Please do what Kaitlyn said, and we'll see you
Yes,
whenever.
obey me.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Okay. Ah.